So allow me to open up with this quote. And I don't know who said it, but I love it. So we make plans and God laughs. And we'll revisit that in a little bit. So what exactly do you do? What exactly is financial planning? I get these questions a lot, and they are valid, as there seems to be a little bit of confusion on what exactly financial planners do. Also, why did I get into financial planning in the first place? How do I personally approach the planning process? And how do I view the industry as a whole? And most importantly, how can it benefit folks? So I'll spend some time to illustrate and shed some light on these views in this video on what financial planning means for me. So let's go ahead and get started. So according to the CFP board, the Certified Financial Planning Board, financial planning involves looking at a client's entire financial picture and advising them on how to achieve their short and long-term financial goals, from saving for education, planning for retirement, to effectively managing taxes and insurance. Financial planners develop valuable relationships with their clients to provide them with confidence today and a more secure tomorrow. I love that definition, and it's a fantastic starting point. So I would argue that our biggest value is in interpersonal relationships, truly getting to know our clients in much more detail and better than in just the financial. Our role is to be educators, to make better recommendations by really getting to know clients why and why things are important to them. Most importantly, following through on recommendations. So it's one thing for us to say, hey, these are some things that could benefit you and your family, but it's more important to actually follow through and to get those items done, to make that dream a reality. So for me personally, the financial aspect actually takes a back seat to sometimes to forming solid relationships with folks, truly getting to know what they want and who they want to be and what they strive for, and to protect and to educate and empower people. And really, I use finances to do that. I always say this, that money is not the goal. Money is just a tool for us to do the thing, to do the goal. And in the past, financial planning was used as a tool to sell a product, most likely like an annuity or mutual funds or life insurance or whatever that was. The idea was built upon the suitability principle, where if a recommendation was suitable for a client, it was fine. And if that client was to buy, or the recommendation was for the client to buy life insurance, the advisor or planner would receive a commission, which in and of itself isn't a bad thing, but you always have to make the best recommendations for the client. And these plans were often put in a lovely little binder. Let's see, we got one here. It's heavy. It's 60 pages. It was given to the client, and it was never looked at again. It essentially became a paperweight or a doorstop, for lack of a better word. And luckily, the industry has moved on and has grown. It's grown up and has grown to adopt the fiduciary standard, in which we would have to always put the client's interests ahead of ourselves and our firm at all times. These days, our financial planning role is to be the expert, to listen, to get to know the client and provide education by helping folks, and that makes them make the most informed decision that they can possibly make, to make sure that they have all the knowledge that they need on various courses of action, give a recommendation, and let the client make the right call for them. An analogy that I use and did a whole nother video on it is the Star Wars analogy, in which the client should always be Luke Skywalker, and our job is to be the Yoda or the Obi-Wans. We're not the heroes of this. We're just the guides, and our role is to be the educator and not the hero. Let them fulfill their destiny, and we just provide the education in the backgrounds. So instead of financial planning being, or financial plans in and of themselves being the end goal, being this thing that is sold, it's here's the plan, we're sticking to the plan. We were not going to deviate because that's what we're going to do. Thankfully, it's become more about being the expert and educating, building the relationships, providing resources, being flexible in our approach to help clients and folks achieve their dreams. And I have found that even being readily available to shed light on situations, to explain, to walk through various scenarios and financial topics is invaluable and provides people flexibility and peace of mind through that. So instead of financial plan being this concrete, heavy doorstop, it's become more of a flexible roadmap. We know where we want to get to, so let's go ahead and chart a path to get there, but let's be flexible in that because roads have curves. So if you're looking for an expert to assist in various financial topics, cash flow and budgeting, investing, tax planning, estate planning, I would suggest that you interview a few certified financial planners and see who takes an education and relationship approach first, and then they could tailor a flexible roadmap for you to get to your desired destination and where you want to be. I hope this helped. Please like, share, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video, and be good to yourself and be good to others.